Wait till some of the peoples come in. Come on in, D4L. Come on in, D4L. What I'm trying to. Yo, yo, yo. Come on in, D4L. I ain't gonna be live long. Make sure I'm seeing the stream. Make sure everything's streaming right. Everything's showing up. Where everybody at, man? Gotta make sure this thing working right, man. Oh, them fireworks. Yeah, they're shooting them fireworks. Anyway, let's get on into it. Hopefully somebody come through. Holla at your boy. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to go live for a minute just to kick it, man. Just to kick it, man. What see what everybody doing, see, just to come through, man. Just to really like vibe out a little bit. Hopefully y'all like the background. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, that everything is cool. You know what I mean? Hopefully everything is smooth and well. I want to talk some Georgia football though. You know what I'm saying? I've been posting highlights lately. I ain't been going live. I ain't been doing no videos lately. I've been really just posting these highlights, man, just showing everybody who coming in, man. Hopefully y'all liking the videos. Hopefully y'all liking them highlights, man. Just really trying to showcase the talent that's coming into Georgia, you know what I mean? We got a lot of guys coming in. We got a lot of guys that supposedly might be leaving out, supposedly, it's just a lot going on around Georgia. Just college football, period. It's a lot of talk. It's a lot of this. He say, she say, this, that, and the third. I don't really get into it, so that's why I never really come on and talk about it, because I don't never really get into it. Because for me, I look at it like, the season ain't even started. I know I had heard recently about, they was talking about Michigan, talking about the fact that Michigan had a defense catered to they had a practice catered to beating Georgia or and it's just weird to me that they would even, what kind of team does something like that? Like it's kind of corny to me at the same time. It's weird and it's corny, you know what I'm saying? Because me personally, I feel like if the season ain't even started yet, why are we talking about that? You know what I'm saying? Why are we talking about Michigan? We don't even play Michigan in the regular season. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's mighty weird, that anybody would even talk about Michigan and Georgia right now. Michigan got their ass handed to them last year. Everybody knows it, in the worst way, in the playoffs. And I guess they just want to get some get back. I guess they hurt, you know what I'm saying, and they want to get that get back. But, like I said, we don't even play y'all in the regular season. So, like, talking about that is just irrelevant. Talking about these guys that may be decommitting, you know what I'm saying, from these verbal commits is irrelevant until they do. I understand a lot of people want to talk about it because, a lot of people want these guys to come over to their program. So, I understand all of that, but at the end of the day, I feel as if it hasn't happened yet, why keep pressing the issue, and it's for anybody. This ain't no one specific person, because I see it, all the time. I see different people, you know what I'm saying, motivated, dedicated. What's happening, man? Welcome to the live, man. Uh, but I'm just talking about I ain't really talking about nothing tonight, man. I'm just really just wanting to get on here and vibe out, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, just go over some of the things that's been going around, Georgia and college football, period. I specialize in Georgia football. I don't, go out of my comfort zone and get into, all these other programs. I'm mainly about Georgia, but I just been seeing a lot of I don't know, it's like preying on our downfall. I just feel like that's what a lot of these programs are doing right now. He said we got a well solid machine running it after you already know it, man. You already know it. That's what they scared of. They scared of the machine, man. Um, I'm looking at this screen, but I need to be looking over here, yeah. But yeah, they scared of the machine, man. They scared of what we capable of. They know what we are capable of. I think that's why so many people are preying on our downfall, because they know that we definitely have a chance of three-peating. You know what I'm saying? And instead of keep praising us and keep giving us the glory that they know we deserve, they'll start talking about Alabama again. They'll start to, because they feel like, I feel like, man, they just have to give, for some reason, they got to give Alabama the benefit of the doubt every season. Every season, they have to give Alabama, regardless of their situation, regardless of what we know, that all of the things that we know surrounding around Alabama, the fact that Alabama doesn't have a quarterback right now, as of what we know of right now, they don't have a quarterback. They number one receiver at this moment is is Jermaine Burton, of course. You know what I'm saying? And this dude had 600 yards, and he was their top receiver. I was on the phone with my homie, and I told y'all I talked to my homie a lot about it, and we was just laughing at that whole situation. The fact that this dude had 600 yards, and he was their top receiver. He had 600 yards last season, and they're a top receiver. So that lets you know they ain't had nothing going on at Alabama. But I ain't here to just shit on Alabama, man. I ain't here to just talk about Alabama. I'm really just, going over all the craziness, especially with the Michigan thing. Like the Michigan thing, I thought that was the craziest thing I had ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Just the fact that they basically forming a defense to beat Georgia, and they don't even play Georgia. We don't know who's going to who's going to be in the playoffs. It's too early. Yeah, we know that we got we got an easy streak this season with this schedule, but at the same time, man, we don't know who's going to be in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Now I've heard people saying that Georgia or Alabama won't get into the playoffs. I've seen that. You know what I'm saying? And now, and then you got certain analysts saying that Alabama is gonna win the Natty this season. I don't know where they getting this from. I don't know if they just judging it based off of the recruitment that they got for this season. But I don't know if these analysts believe in development. But I highly do believe in development. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on, man. But you know what? I like the fact that they are doubting us. I like the fact that they are discrediting Georgia, or they trying to keep us, it's like they trying to overshadow all of our fame right now, all of our, everything that's going on with us, because we won 2 nationals back to back. I feel like they trying to keep us down. You know what I'm saying? Dedicated this talker season. These folks just talk. Yeah. I already know, bro. I already know they just be talking, man. To be honest with you, man, I don't really get too concerned with it. That's why I was just saying, like, I don't get on here talking every time something pop up. I ain't getting on here talking. I send y'all these highlights because I know a lot of y'all be wanting to know who's committed to Georgia. So that's my new thing. I'm sending out I'm posting highlights to let y'all see what's happening. Outside of that, I don't get on here talking about no stats. I'm not gonna do all of that. I'm not gonna do all these pre-predictions. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, none of that is necessary until the season start. Now, when the season start, you would definitely get more from me, because now I know, and now I'm able to analyze with my own eyes. I'm able to analyze exactly what we're looking like. So I'm not going to get on here doing all of this extra access talking for a whole hour or whatever the case may be, just to put out content or whatever, or just to get some content. No, I'm not that type of person, man. I'm the type of person where I got to see what's happening first. I got to see, let's see what's going to happen when the season starts. I don't care nothing about Michigan. I don't care nothing about Ohio State. I don't care nothing about Alabama. Don't none of them teams put fear in Georgia at this point. You know what I'm saying? At this point, Georgia is on that level. You know what I'm saying? At this point, Georgia is the standard. And we're going to continue to say that. We're saying that for a reason. We're not saying Georgia is the standard just because, you know what I'm saying? We're saying that because we've been highly recruiting players, you know, over and over for the last few years. You know what I mean? You said ESPN had us ranked number 3 before we played Oregon. Yeah, I know. It seemed like every season it seemed like they drop us down to number 3. I don't know what number 3 must be the magic number for ESPN or something. Cause it seemed like that's what, didn't they drop us down to number 3 this season too? Motivated, dedicated. I could have sworn they dropped us down this season too. I'm not sure, but you know, I just feel like, you know, I like that though. I like that. I hate it at some point, and I hate it because I really don't hate it, but I dislike it sometimes because, you know, when you expecting to be number 1 coming into the season, that's when I'll be like, come on, y'all. Like, you got to be serious. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when I really sit back and think about it, I say, you know what? This giving us something to grind for right here. You know what I'm saying? This is giving us something to be hungry for, because we got to be hungry at this point. Said yes before we played Tennessee. That's when, yeah, like, it's weird, bro. It's weird. It's just weird. But like I said, it's giving us a reason to be hungry. You know what I'm saying? It's keeping them boys humble and hungry. You know what I mean? I would rather them continue to do that, because it seemed like every time they do that, what happens? We win a natty, right? Every time they do that, every time they drop us down for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? You know, and we proving them wrong each and every time. But that's why I say, you know, I don't get on here every week and try to, you know, talk about something with Georgia, because honestly, it's not that much around Georgia. It's not that much circulating around Georgia, outside of the fact that we definitely got the number 1 recruiting class next season. We definitely have that. We probably got some of the best players coming into 24. So, coming in for 24. So it's like, that's why I'm not really concerned. Yeah, you may have guys that's going to probably decommit at some point, because a lot of these guys wanting playing time early. You know what I'm saying? Just like the dude, DeMarcus Riddick or whatever his name is, that verbally committed. And, you know, you got people talking about how he's going to probably flip from Georgia or whatever the case may be. Well, until he do, then that's when we're going to talk about it. Well, what's the point of talking about it if he ain't actually done it? You know what I'm saying? What's the point of talking about that? He hadn't decommitted yet. So when he decommit, then you'll have plenty to talk about. Then you can dog us, or then you can clown us. Oh, yeah, we getting Georgia. Oh, this team or that team, Florida, or whoever can say, oh, we getting Georgia players now. You know what I'm saying? We getting Georgia players to decommit. I mean, then you can clown us. But until then, bro, I do not get on here and entertain that, bro. Until they decommit. Then when they decommit, then you'll probably see me with a video like, yeah, you know, this person or that person decommitted for whatever reason. We probably speculate. At this point, the only reason a player would not come to Georgia, or I'm talking about high profile players, not just anybody, high profile players, 4 and 5-star players. The only reason, what you said, the month of July will be lit. Focusing and recruiting. Yeah, I mean, it's already lit for us right now. It's lit for us right now. You know what I'm saying? People talk about the month of July. For Georgia, it's lit right now. That's why these guys talking about July. That's why they talking so highly about July, because they know they don't have nobody really right now. Of course, you got some recruits in right now. Like, don't get it twisted. And let me know, Motivated, Dedicated, if you can hear me well. Let me know if it's skipping or anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be, you know, choppy or nothing like that. I want to get my point across the right way. You know what I mean? Without none of that interference. But anyway, like I say, we popping right now. We're lit right now. With all of the guys that I posted, all of the guys that I've put highlights up about, all of these guys are highly recruited guys. Whether they were 3, 4, or 5-star guys, they were highly recruited. So therefore, these is guys that's done had offers from everybody that's worth talking about it. You loud and clear, bro. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, these are guys that done had offers from everybody worth talking about. You know what I'm saying? Or so it's like, for me, I just feel like July, we don't have to wait for July. Tim, Sal, what's happening? Go Dogs, baby. Hey, man, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live. We in here talking about these dogs and how, we got all this, I ain't gonna say negativity around us. I won't say negativity. I'll just say hate. All of this hate around us, and this praying on our downfall and hoping and wishing that Georgia don't three-peat, and that's what they doing out here. You know what I'm saying? But back to what I was saying, man, them highlights that I put up, these guys are 3, 4, 5 highly recruited guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't put highlights up unless I feel like this guy's got, this guy have big potential of starting and being a asset to the Georgia offense or defense. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not concerned with these other programs. These other programs need to get their weight up first. I don't want to hear nothing about Florida. But right now, I don't want to hear nothing about Florida. I don't want to hear nothing about Auburn. I don't want to hear nothing about Tennessee. I don't want to hear nothing about South Carolina. I don't want to hear nothing about Alabama. I don't want to hear nothing about Ohio State, Michigan, none of them until you get your weight up. Until you get your weight up and step your game up, then you come. Then we'll talk more and converse back and forth more about other programs. Until then, bro, I'm concerned with mine. What you said, motivated, dedicated. Kirby doesn't promise anything to recruits. I don't think he should. You know what he should promise? You know what Kirby should promise? That you're going to be rotated. That it's going to be a lot of guys out here that's just as talented as you, and that we rotate guys. That's what we do on offense and defense. Can y'all not agree that on offense and defense, since Kirby has been there, it's been heavy rotation? The only people that don't come in and out is the quarterback. Outside of that, everybody is getting rotated for the most part on offense and defense. And when you have that amount of depth in your offense or defense, you destined for perfection. You destined to win. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and y'all think, don't believe the hype. Don't believe what you see Kirby in them press conferences talking about, oh yeah, we week to week, you know what I'm saying? We just playing, you know what I mean? Like focusing on the next team each week. Don't believe that. Kirby know what's going on out here in these streets. Trust me. I told y'all, me and Kirby be on the line. We talk all the time. You know what I mean? Me and Kirby talk all the time. We talk all the time. Kirby know what's going on. I let him know what's going on if he ain't seen it, He a little older than me, so I got to, inform him on some of the stuff that's going on around the social media. But anyway, he know what's going on. All jokes aside, he know what's going on. He see what's happening out here. He see how many people be dogging Georgia or slight diss in Georgia. You know what I mean? I got to look at this chat because I got a chat on this side. So if you see me looking this way, that's because I'm looking at the chat this way. But yeah, anyway. Nick Saban Jr., what's good, fam? What's happening? Welcome to the live. Michigan need to beat TCU practice first before Harbaugh do the beat Jugger Dogs. Michigan need to beat TCU practice first before Harbaugh. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, sometimes I can't hardly even get it sometimes. But yeah, man, I ain't Michigan. I'm definitely not worried about Michigan. Like, Michigan, you know what? I will say, if anybody got a chance of getting in the playoffs this season, this is my early prediction. Since everybody want to early predict, everybody want to say who gonna get in and who gonna do this and who gonna do that. My early prediction would be, once again, Georgia. I will say Michigan. I will say Ohio State. I'm gonna just throw Ohio State in there, but Florida State maybe. I don't know if they further. They on a game right now, so I'm not gonna say Florida State right now. But Florida State is coming. You know what I'm saying? They getting back on their high horse. But and Alabama. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of us talk about Alabama, and a lot of us UGA versus Ohio State repeating that. You know what? That would be crazy. That would be crazy. That's a Tim, man, that would be crazy to see us play Ohio State. Even though I feel like we would win, I feel like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I feel like Ohio State don't have what it take to beat Georgia, not this season. I don't care nothing about no Morrison Harrison or whatever his name is, Marvin Harrison. I don't care nothing about him either. He did his thing. But he don't want to see Javon Bullock no more. Let's be real. Y'all, let's be real. He do not want to see Javon Bullock no more. You know what I'm saying? He going to try his best to stay away from him. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just don't see it. I feel like C.J. Stroud played a major part when it came to, sticking in there with us. You know what I mean? Keeping it a close game. I feel like C.J. Stroud played a major part. Who knows who their quarterback is going to be? You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't focus on these other guys. I only start channeling in more so when the season starts. Because like I say, all of these early predictions to me is irrelevant. All of this talk, is irrelevant. You said, what is your thoughts on Alabama and Georgia not making? Nick Saban Jr. said, what is your thoughts about Alabama and Georgia not making the playoffs? You got somebody put this out last week. What's up? All right, I'll talk to you later. All right. Yeah, that was my girl. But anyway, so basically what I think about that, and I'm gonna get to you, Tim, too. But what I think about Alabama and Georgia not making the playoffs, I think that's a bunch of BS. Once again, like I said, these early predictions, it's early predictions, bro. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? People, you know what I mean? Tim said Bama is a no this year. LSU or Texas A&M will knock them out. Hey, you know what though? That's why I like when y'all get in the chat. That's why I love when y'all get in the chat, because y'all bring up things that I probably wouldn't think about, and that is true. That is true. Y'all Alabama got to still play LSU or Texas and Texas A&M. So I don't know how that's going to play out. You know what I'm saying? And like Motivated Dedicated said, people just looking for clickbait. And I think that's the main thing. It's the clickbait. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if Georgia don't have no guys committing right now, and it's nothing major that just happened at Georgia, I'm not really going to talk about it because it's unnecessary. Like I said, I'm not going to bring up these early predictions and stuff like that, because who knows what's going to happen. We know for a fact, everybody in the SEC knows that, East or West, everybody knows that Georgia has what they call a cakewalk this season. But we can't help who we play. We can't help that we're a dominant-ass team. We can't help that we getting some of the best players coming into college football. You know what I'm saying? We cannot help that. You know what I mean? Only thing we can do is play our game. You know what I mean? If we run into a stronger or a tougher opponent during the playoffs, then, we'll see what's what then. Since our schedule is so weak, we'll see what's what when the playoffs get, when we, you know what I mean? But until the playoffs, I'm not going to early predict it. All right, Tim said Bama's struggling for a quarterback this year. You know what, Tim? I don't think they struggling for a quarterback. I thought I don't know what to call it. You know what I'm saying? They went and got that guy from out of Notre Dame. I don't think he's gonna be the answer, but I don't think he's gonna be the answer. But at the same time, I don't know if Jalen Milroe is gonna start. We don't know who really gonna do what, because in the spring game we couldn't really tell any. Like, the spring game didn't really show us anything to let us know who would most likely be the starter. They speak about what's his name, Tyler Simpson, but he's not. He ain't gonna start. And Nick Saban not gonna start him. Even though Nick Saban do got history of starting dudes that ain't got kind of no experience, so he had an eye for it. Tim say UGA can't play themselves. We only competition. We the only competition. Yeah, that's true. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I ain't being biased because I'm a Georgia fan. I'm gonna just be 100% real. You know what I'm saying? we can't help if it ain't no competition out there. My thing is, Tim, is who do they expect Georgia to play? Don't worry, I'll wait. Who do they expect us to play? You got to understand, bro, they are not finna have us playing Alabama, Texas A&M, I mean, Nick Saban Jr., message retracted. Well, anyway, who do y'all want us to play? Who do they want us to play? We done beat everybody. That was worth talking about something. Not this season, because the season hadn't started, but we done beat every damn body. You know what I'm saying? 2 years straight. You know what I mean? Alabama's knocked us off in the SEC championship. We turn around and beat them in the national. Like, who do you all want us to play? But I think it's all troll. I think it's all trolls, man. I think it's trolls because like I say, everybody knows Georgia's ability. They know their skill. They know, how well we recruit. So I think a lot of guys just like trolling the fans. That's why I say I don't get on here and, be all doing all of that extra stuff. Cause I'm more so like I gotta see it to believe it. You know what I mean? If UGA players sneeze in front page, dude, facts. We can't do nothing. One of our players get in trouble. Oh, they was all over that. Y'all remember that? When our players was getting in trouble, when Jamon Dumas and all of those guys was getting in trouble, racing and all that. Y'all remember that was going down? Oh, Lord, everybody and their mama had something to say about Georgia players. Everybody, but you know what? Let's not act like we hadn't already seen this growing up. Let's not act like we hadn't already seen this for years. We've been seeing this in the NFL and all. Sometimes the most talented players be the most troubled players, but you can definitely count on them on the field. Now, if they're doing something to where they can't be on the field, that's a whole nother story. But the little stuff that they've been getting in trouble for, man, I don't even be tripping about that. Tim said Tennessee would be the closest competition again. Yeah, you're right about that, Tim. But we win easily, just my opinion. Yeah, you're right about that. They will be, but what's his name? Joe Milton. Joe Milton he ain't the answer. I think he will do good though this season. Don't get me wrong. Nick Saban Jr. I understand all the questions surrounding Alabama quarterback position. My thing is the coach Saban has not gotten it wrong yet. Is every program we just in line? Like, so we gonna be in the news, right? Yeah, Nick Saban Jr. Yeah, I mean, of course you're gonna have questions. Of course, a lot of programs gonna have questions about Alabama because Blake Sims was in the same situation, right? But like I said, of course they're gonna have questions, bro. You gotta think, bro. With Alabama having such success with quarterbacks year after year after year, for them not to name their quarterback and for us to watch the spring game and not actually know who we would actually think should be because to be honest with you, I feel like it should be Jalen Milroe. But at the same time, I don't think he's going to get it done. I don't think he's going to be the guy to fully get it done. I could be wrong. But Jalen Milroe seemed like to me, even last season when I saw him playing, he seemed like to me that the best thing was going for him was his legs. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's the thing. That's why I feel as if a lot of programs question Alabama's quarterback situation. Now, if Alabama had a guy like Bryce Young, it wouldn't be no reason to question it. So you got to kind of understand that's why everybody questioning the quarterback position at Bama. But it's not like people questioning it especially not Georgia fans. Georgia fans ain't questioning it for no reason, I don't think. The real Georgia fans, let's be real, the real Georgia fan, we don't question, a situation like this for no reason. We question it from what we see on the field. How well your quarterbacks has been developed. And from what we've seen, the number 2 quarterback last season, as Jalen Milroe, he didn't do so great, but he didn't do all that bad either. But I think his accuracy is the main thing of my concern with him, his accuracy. I don't think that, like I said, that's why I say I don't think that he can get the job done because he's just not accurate enough. I don't think he's even I don't want to call him. I don't want to say he's not smart, but you know, you got to be a hell of a decision maker. You know what I mean? Even though Jake Fromm wasn't, you know, didn't take us to, you know, multiple national championships and, you know, this, that, and the third. Jake Fromm was a critical thinker. He was a smart dude. So, you know, he can manage the team well. You know what I'm saying? So I think with Jalen Milroe, if he get that sense of being able to manage, I think he will do well. But who knows? Carson Beck will be a stud this year. I have faith. Oh yeah, man. I like I told y'all, man. I am Team Carson all the way. Team Beck all the way. Until he shows me something different, I'm Team Beck, man. You know, I always tell people this. I've been following Beck since he came to Georgia. Beck has what it takes. We're gonna see Beck make a lot of big time throws downfield. We're gonna see him spread it out. Like I always say, and I know a lot of people don't like when I talk about Stetson, but Stetson had 2 targets. We all know who those 2 targets was. Well, I'm gonna just say 3, but I'll just say 2, which was Brock Bowers and Ladd McConkey. Those were his 2 targets when we had multiple receivers out there that could have made plays. And I've also rewatched games and saw a lot of players wide open. So that's why I say that Carson Beck will be able. I think Carson Beck will be actually a better quarterback when it comes to the throwing game, because we know he don't have Stetson's legs. So when it comes to the throwing game, he's definitely going to be, I think, better than Stetson Bennett. Gonna look good as well in the spring practice. So I'm not worried either. The quarterbacks, I'm not worried about that. Not until if they start flipping. David Williams, what's up? What up, D4L? Go Dogs, baby. You already know it. Man, shout out to David Williams, too, for coming into the live, man. We say Carson Beck got beaten out by a walk-on, right? And the walk-on Stetson was hella good. But Georgia fans feel like he has gotten better since. No, I won't say that he got beat. He ain't get beat out. Nah. That's not the case. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Nick Saban Jr. This is something that, you know, I know as a Georgia fan. All right. This is something that, and I'm gonna answer that first question, Nick Saban Jr. real quick. All right. So this is the thing with Georgia and Kirby Smart. We're going off of experience. If the quarterback is experienced enough to get the job done, that's the main thing that we're going to go for. And man, maybe he did outdo him that week, or maybe he did, you know what I'm saying? But the plan was to have Stetson Bennett. You got to understand that. That was the plan. The plan initially wasn't to play Stetson Bennett, but after, you know, Stetson came back to Georgia and they seen his drive and his determination, you know what I mean? That's when he eventually won over the job. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, it's not that he outdid Carson Beck. I don't feel like he actually outdid him. I just feel like they went with the person that had the most experience. You got to think, bro, we on a winning streak. So if you are a coach, Nick Saban Jr., if you're a coach, you're not gonna put no rookie or no freshman or somebody that's been sidelining for the last 2 or 3 years. You're not gonna throw them in. You're gonna use the guy that's got experience. You know what I'm saying? And the guy that's actually been winning. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know. And Tim Sapp says, speaking of playoff this year, watch out for Texas. Yeah, Texas going hard too. Texas definitely going hard. Well, as far as recruitment, Texas going hard. So why does Georgia fans and Alabama fans does not think Jalen Milroe can improve as well? I don't think that see, that's the thing, bro. I don't know what the fans is telling you, but I don't think, me personally, I don't think that Jalen Milroe can't improve. I just feel as if Jalen Milroe, you know, can improve. Like I just said early on, I said, you know, if he can get it together with managing the team and being more accurate, I think he can improve. Will he get the job done? Who knows? That's another early prediction. I don't know. I haven't seen him enough. You as a fan haven't seen him enough to say, well, he can get the job done. He can win us a natty. You know what I'm saying? So like you got to understand when it came to even with Georgia and Stetson Bennett, I'm gonna do the Trump thing. Even with Georgia and Stetson Bennett, Stetson was not the main reason why we won the Natty the first season, the first in 21. He was not the main reason. It was the historical defense. So if Alabama has a historical defense, I feel like he definitely would be able to pull it off. But by himself and hold that team and carry that team the way Bryce Young did for the last 2 years, I don't know. Nick Saban Jr. That's a nice art. That's a decent little argument you got though. David Williams said, we just don't need fans getting down on Beck just because he making a mistake. You have to make some mistakes to learn not to make them again to be a good quarterback. Then you learn how to be a great. Yeah, that's true. That's true, David Williams. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to tell all my D4Ls, man, all my dogs for life. Like, we cannot get mad. When if Georgia happens to lose a game. We can't do that. We can't do that, Georgia fans. We just can't do it. We can't. Nah, but for real, we can't do it. Because we may have a hiccup. We may have a slip up to the point where we may end up losing the game. So y'all can't hackle Carson when you can't just blame Carson when it ends up happening. Now Stetson, he's another story. He's another story. Ball constantly getting batted down. You know what I'm saying? He making messed up decisions, always trying to squeeze something in like he, but I just feel as if, we may have some hiccups in the regular season. And, we do have the best chance of winning the Natty, though. Like, let's not get that confused. ESPN, Kirk Herbstreit, and the rest of these clowns that don't believe in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's make it fully 100% clear right now. Let's make it clear right now that Georgia is 100% when it comes to winning the Natty this season. We have the best chance. Now tell me I'm lying. From what we know right now, the season hasn't started. Let's not talk about something in the future. From what we know right now, Georgia has the best chance of winning the Natty, bro. Georgia. Not because I'm wearing the hat and my shirt says Georgia. Not because, no, I'm speaking facts. Facts is always over fiction. Always. Who that Tim said he can improve. He doesn't have the arm accuracy at the moment. Yeah. I definitely feel the same way. Nick Saban said, I agree. Nick Saban Jr., Victor Jones. Well, shout out to Victor Jones for coming into the live chat, too. I ain't see you, bro. But Victor Jones said, Nick Saban Jr. don't know what he talking about. Go Dogs. and Nick Saban Jr., okay, I see. Motivated, dedicated. Our defense is elite. Our offense will shine. You already know it. Definitely clowns. Nick Saban, exactly right. I'm just saying, y'all. Like, I don't like to be biased on nothing that I do in life. I don't like to be biased because you can't live a lie. You can't live. I don't feel comfortable telling myself a lie. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like I done got too fat, you know what I'm gonna tell myself in the mirror? Bro, you done got way too fat. You need to lose some weight. I'm not gonna sit here and say, nah, I'm good. Ladies love the chubbiness. Ladies love the stomach. You know how big dudes do. Sorry, y'all. Ladies love the big stomach. Nah, bro. If you see something need to be changed, or if you see something that's not real or true or whatever, own it. Own it. I will tell y'all right now. 100%. Right now, I would never make excuses for Georgia. I would never make an excuse for Georgia. Like I told y'all before, I'ma celebrate I'ma celebrate Georgia when they do good, and I'ma tap that ass when they don't. Keep giving them facts. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to give them facts, bro. I can't go nowhere. I can't do nothing else but give them facts. At this point, Victor Jones, Can't wait to put a foot in Alabama again. Go Dogs. Hey, man, we not concerned with Alabama. Like, you know what I'm saying? We done became like rivals at this point. We don't became damn near rivals at this point. Damn, I need to go look in the mirror again, D4. You got to, bro. You got to. This is a little off topic when it comes to football, but you got to, bro. If you see something and you know that it need to be changed, or if you see something and you know it ain't real or it ain't true, like, don't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, make a change. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it real. Keep it 100% real. Just like I was saying about the whole playoff situation. We have the best chance. Everybody knows it. Don't nobody want to really admit it. Don't nobody want to be truthful because they don't want to give us the, you know what I mean, the glory that we should be getting with winning 2 nationals back to back. In this era right now. In this era right now. Everybody's program is some guys want to give, you know, they want to give us credit here and there, but you got to give it up. You got to give it up. You have to. We are the reigning champions. And until somebody knock us off, what you want us to say? What you want us to say? And look at the recruitment. I know y'all watch me. I know y'all watch my video. I know y'all watch my my highlights. I know y'all see the recruitment that's coming in. I ain't missed a beat. I ain't missed not one person. Matter of fact, I even put up a highlight video of all of the recruiting class of 2024 and 23. Well, not all of 2024, but the guys that just coming in. Put it like that. Not 24. I may have missed 1 or 2 guys, but if I did miss them on that in particular video, I got a highlight for it, in my videos. So it's like, I put out that content because, like I told y'all before, I want y'all to be able to see the amount of talent that is coming to Georgia. Now, will they stay? We do not know. We do not know. You know, you got guys that's leaving for all kinds of reasons. You got guys that don't want to stay because, like, like I said, I want to make it clear again. How much time we got? All right, we good. I want to make it clear again. If a player leaves Georgia, or if he decides not to come to Georgia, it's only 1 or 2 things. NIL, that's one, or either he feel like, well, I'll say it's either 1 or 3 things. NIL, the first thing is NIL. Second thing is he feel like he may not get playing time at Georgia. And what's the third thing I had in mind? Can't even think of the third thing. But anyway, you know what? When I see players do that, I automatically shut them down from here on out. I'll be like, okay, cool, he gone. Let's not worry about why he left. Let's not worry about none of that. He's gone. Guess what? We making room for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you decide to leave, like I say, if you decide to leave, there's only a few reasons why you left. Just like with Sammy Brown. Sammy Brown chose not to come to Georgia to go to Clemson? Really? Clemson? But you know why, right? Dude, we got the #1 linebacker over there for right now. Since everybody speaking about him decide he may be flipping. We got the #1 linebacker over there right now. Okay? So with him, Sammy Brown coming in, bro, it's going to be hard competition, man. So if you choose to not want to be dealing, you choose not to want to deal with us, then hey, that's on you, bro. That's on you. All I can say is when you come to Georgia, prepare to go to war every single week. And I ain't talking about with other programs. I'm talking about with Georgia players. You know? Same thing with Bear Alexander. What, Bear Alexander thought he was just going to come in and just get a spot and just concrete sealed and get a spot? No, bro. It's every week, bro. You're going to have to work for it every week. You ain't no slip-ups, no hiccups. That's the way Kirby and the rest, Glenn Schumann and Will Muschamp, that's the way they running this program. That's the way they running this program. So, you know, it is what it is, man, at this point. It is what it is at this point. I just want people to realize that, you know, don't count Georgia out just because we you know what I'm saying, we went back to back and you don't see us three-peating. Don't count us out. Don't count us out. Because, see, that's what y'all been doing for the last, I don't know how many years, counting Georgia out. You've been counting us out, and guess what? We're still reigning champs. Still the reigning champs. Still got to knock us off. How many games we lost in the last 2 years? Somebody tell me, how many games have we lost in the last 2 years? You know what? I would like another program to tell me. I wish I had some Tennessee or some South Carolina fans in here right now, or some, you know. He said, I definitely hope we land Justin Williams. That's a real dog. Yeah, man, it's a lot of guys that I'm hoping that we keep. It's a lot of guys that I'm hoping that we keep. But back to what I was saying, how many games have we lost in the last 2 years? Anybody can look it up? Because one thing about it, the reason why I say how many games have we lost in the last 2 years, because it's going to tell you about what's happening at Georgia. Georgia ain't no fluke. Georgia ain't no fluke. They wins 2 games. Okay, 2 games. How many programs could say they lost 2 games in the last 2 years, 2 seasons? How many programs? And fully dominate each season the way we did. 2 games. That's another person. 2 games. How many programs is going to sit here and tell us that they lost 2 games in the last 2 seasons and dominated damn near every game? Who didn't we dominate last season? I mean, not last season, but to the 2021 season. Who did we dominated everybody? We stomped and stepped on everybody like little roaches. Yeah, we got beat by Alabama in the SEC championship. Yeah. But what really matters is that damn big ass trophy, that big gold trophy in the ring. That's what matters the most. You said we only lost 1? I thought it was like 2. Wait a minute. In the last 2 years, yeah, it's only been 1. It's only been 1. Matter of fact, Alabama. When we lost in the SEC championship, right? Or am I wrong? I think it was the SEC championship game. That was the only game. That was the only. No, you good. You good, David Williams. You straight. But yeah, I think that was the only game that we lost in 20. Yeah, that was the only game we lost in 2021. Yeah. Come to think about it. So yeah, 2021 and 2022, we only lost 1 game. On 1 game. How many programs right now? Tim, David Williams, please, can you guys tell me? I wish it was another program in here right now to tell me or try to prove me wrong or whatever. Tell me how many programs can sit here and say that they have lost 1 game in the last 2 years and completely dominate every game. Not every other game. Every game. Maybe except for maybe like what, 1? I think the Kentucky game. Not 21 season, but this past season. But still, we still dominated every single team, bro. Man, come on, man. So a person couldn't tell me. You couldn't tell me that Georgia it ain't no reason or Georgia got too much hype or this, that, and the third. No. We gonna keep talking about them dogs. We gonna keep talking about them dogs, baby. Until somebody pick us off, we gonna continue to talk about them dogs. That's just how we gonna play it. I don't care. Missouri. Oh yeah, that Missouri game. Yeah. I remember that. But that Missouri game, I already knew we was gonna win that game. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was gonna, be that close, but it wasn't no doubt in my mind. Just like this season, it's no doubt in my mind. A lot of people say the only concern, what you said, we played too much in that game. Should have had blown Mizzou out. Yeah, we did play too much. But you know what, man? My homie was telling me a while back, like, man, Georgia play down to other teams' level. And I was like, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. You remember them what? Stetson ain't throw a touchdown in like 4 or 5 games, in the beginning of the season. And I was highly pissed at him. I was highly pissed. I was ready to throw in a towel on him. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, you ain't threw for a touchdown in fucking 5 games, bro. Excuse the cussing, YouTube. But anyway, you ain't come on. But the fact of the matter is, the point that I'm making is, man, we gotta be doing something right at Georgia. There ain't no program gonna lose one game and completely dominate both seasons and just a fluke. Nah, we doing something right. Y'all better tell them, Georgia, we doing something right. I'm sick of it. I see what's going on out here. I see the haters. I see through you like a glass cup of water, man. I see it. I see the haters. But I just sit back and I say, you know what? Wait till the season start. It's just like when you was a kid, right? or like now, most of us grown, most of us 30 and up. It's just like when your son or your daughter, well, your son, because we don't beat the girls, but when your son do something wrong and you in your mind like, yeah, wait till I get home. All right, he think I'm playing. Wait till I get home. I'ma show his ass. I'ma beat. You know what I'm saying? It's just that feeling. That's the feeling that I get when it comes to Georgia and this up and coming season. I be thinking about, okay. Keep on playing on Georgia name. Keep on playing. Y'all know what time it is. And just like a kid, the rest of these programs, they sitting there like, just like a kid. I can't, mama come home, daddy come home. Oh man, I'm looking out the window. Oh please, I hope he forgot. No, we ain't forgot nothing. Kirby ain't forgot nothing. Y'all. I can't say what I be really wanting to say. Victor Jones said all Alabama do is make excuses. All Alabama do is make excuses every year. Let me look at this screen. All Alabama niggas this year if they, well, if we all be drunk. I feel you, Victor Jones. I feel you. I feel you on that too. But even with Alabama, making them excuses. I don't even pay them no attention. I don't even pay it no mind. I just be like, okay, the only reason we won because what's his name wasn't playing. He's okay, cool. He got hurt. Okay, cool. Oh, the only reason we ain't playing, the only reason we beat Ohio State is because of Morrison Harrison. Oh, okay. But we still got the ring, right? We still got the trophy, right? That's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. Who cares? Who cares what you coulda, woulda, shoulda did? Who cares? We don't. Y'all ain't gonna care if the shoe was on the other foot. Y'all wouldn't care either. So why would we? Please explain to me, why would we care? We don't give a, man. Come on, man. Y'all about to get me to get the cussing around here. We don't care. See, if I show my real feelings about these programs, they'll probably ban me off of YouTube. Well, not even the programs, the fans. They'll probably ban me off of YouTube. They probably would. But I'm going to keep it cordial and respectful because a lot of programs I actually do have respect for. You know what I mean? A lot of programs I actually do have a respect for. The only team that that's really got me on the edge, really, is I think Tennessee fans. Tennessee fans, to me, man, I don't understand Tennessee fans. They act like they got so much going on over there, you know? And I don't want to make this about Tennessee, but they act like they got so much going on over there. Every time you see one of these channels, they got so much to talk about Tennessee. So much to talk about. Oh, my God. Excuse me, y'all. They got so much to talk about. But it's like that last season, y'all did great last season. Y'all did very well until the end of the season. I don't know what happened, but y'all did very well, Tennessee fans, last season. But the guys that you needed to get the job done that still didn't get the job done, they're long gone. So what are we talking about now? They're long gone. Tennessee, you do have guys over there. You will be our strongest competition in the regular season. You will be that. Let me give y'all applause. Y'all are going to be Georgia's toughest competition this 2023 season. Let me give y'all applause. Let's all give them applause right now. Come on, D4L. Let's give them applause right now because they're going to be our toughest competition this season. I can't wait till the season start. Like I said, it's just like when your son done broke something. It's just like your son when he done broke something and you at work. You like, I can't wait to get home and whoop his. Said Victor Jones said, now I see why Auburn hate Alabama so bad. Yeah, because you know Auburn and Alabama, you know they rivals, but we're not really rivals. You know what I'm saying? We always give them a good game. I will say that. But we're not rivals, so it's like, you know, that's why I don't feel no need to entertain Alabama like that. Like, I don't feel no need to do that. For what? What are we entertaining Alabama for? Why? But I had to give them a round of applause, y'all. I had to give Tennessee fans a round of applause because, you know, they had a hell of a season last season, and you know, what else you gonna say? Let me bring something to y'all attention. Do y'all remember when South Carolina Gamecocks stumped a mud hole in Tennessee's? Do y'all remember that? This was the #1 team in the country for a week. Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? You remember that? Tennessee fan, you remember that, don't you? You remember that. I'm going to poke you in the head. Y'all remember that. But I think people tend to forget. Now, people will look at me, you know, later on when I get off live, people will look at me and say, oh, he cocky. Oh, he being cocky. No, bro, I'm not. Not at all. Not at all. As much as crazy trash Alabama fans and all of these Tennessee fans and all of these guys talk, this is the first time you'll actually see me on here talking like the way I'm talking now. I'm just having fun with it right now. I'm just having fun with it. Can we have fun with it? D4L, can we have fun with it? They don't want us to have fun. Kirk Herbstreit, this dude here is wishy-washy. He the type of friend, when he called to come over, you be like, hey, bro, I'm cleaning up the house. like, nah, bro.
Nah, I don't want you over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just I don't get him. I don't get him. I mean, I used to like dude. I used to like dude. Watching him, and I still like him. I feel like I like him as a person. He's not a bad guy, but he's definitely that type of friend that you got to be like, you be like, hello, Kurt. Well, what's up, Kurt? Oh yeah, man, I want to come by the house. Yeah, man, I'm cleaning up today, bro. We doing a little Sunday cleaning today, bro. Shoot, holla back at me tomorrow. Click, you know what I'm saying? He one of them type of friends. He cool with you, but at the same time, he slick hate on you. Or I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only one feel like that. Maybe I am the only one feel like that. But that's just the way I feel at this point. Telling, on ESPN talking about Georgia is behind, who he said, Ohio State and Alabama. How? Where are you getting this information from, bro? How are we behind? How are we a little bit behind? The number one, come on, bro. Come on, bro. We got the number one and the number two player in the country right now, bro. At Georgia right now. Well, at least committed to Georgia right now. How are we a little behind? Somebody tell me. Somebody please tell me. Can somebody tell me? I don't think nobody can tell me because, it's irrelevant at this point. He's irrelevant to even say that at this point. But shout out to him anyway. You know what I'm saying? But even when he said it, he still didn't give any kind of real explanation on why he felt like that. I mean, he said things, but those things didn't make sense to me. Those things didn't make sense to me. I'm not a coach. I'm not an insider. I'm not on the field. But at the end of the day, the amount of information that I see coming from Georgia, I don't see us being a little behind nobody right now. Nobody. Who we behind, y'all? Who is Georgia behind? So at the end of the day, like I said, man, what'd you say, Victor Jones? Shit, me. I hate Alabama more than Florida and Auburn. I don't know, man. I know a lot of Georgia fans hate Alabama, man. A lot of Georgia fans hate Alabama. I think a lot of people hate Alabama because of the fan base. And, they supposedly had been our daddy for so long. Well, guess what? It's just like that abusive daddy and that seen his son grow up. And when his son grew up, what his son did? Whooped his ass. Had Nick Saban out there looking crazy. Had Nick Saban looking confused. Nick Saban didn't know what to do. Y'all know Nick Saban don't look the same. Like I said before, I ain't never said it in my live. I'm going to say it now. Nick Saban and Joe Biden are brothers. Them guys is brothers, man. They related somewhere. They related. Because both of them look confused anytime they speaking at a speaking engagement, press conference, whatever you want to call it, on the field with Nick Saban. He look confused, man. He look confused. His facial expressions don't even match what it's supposed to be. Like, I don't. Man, come on, man. And y'all know I don't like to go off on other programs. Tennessee, the only team that and the only reason I don't like Tennessee fans is because Tennessee hasn't done anything to even be in the conversation or want to be in the conversation. Tennessee, you come to Tennessee is like the little kids at Thanksgiving. Y'all sit at the little table. Who all sitting at the little table in the chat? Tennessee, I'm gonna call it out. Tennessee, South Carolina, Florida. It's a bunch of them. Vanderbilt, all of them. They sitting at the little table at Thanksgiving dinner. You don't get to talk because you at the little table. You don't get to talk to the adults. You don't. But yeah, man, I'm getting ready to end this live, man. I know y'all got to work. Some of y'all may have to work. Some of y'all don't. I got to work in the morning. Y'all already know who it is and what it is, man. It's the Trending Topic Podcast. I'm glad and I'm happy for everybody that's getting ready to celebrate 4th of July. Shout out to all of y'all that came into the live chat. Shout out to all of the programs, SEC, ACC, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed the night, man. Y'all already know who it is and what it is, baby. We out.